Peeps, it's a little bit dark today. Oh well, at least here in Denmark we can see that the summer is starting to ebb out and we're going into the last part of the year because it's starting to get darker a little bit. So now we're going to talk about something that some of you guys and girls out there for some reason seems to think that it's crazy, but I'm going to explain why I don't use adblock. I have made 1 or 2 videos about adblocking like a year or so ago, where I said that you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot by using adblock for YouTube content creators or content creators in general. And I will explain why I don't use adblock, at least on YouTube. I may do it on websites if they are really aggressive with their ads, the same with YouTube. But I will explain why in general I don't use adblock. So before you get crazy yelling at and screaming at me and typing down in the comment section about your entitlement and shit like that, let's make some ground rules here. You are not entitled to anything on YouTube. It's a service that is being provided for you. You are not entitled to anything for free on YouTube. You are not entitled to anything ad-free on YouTube. When you go onto YouTube, it's kind of the deal that you make. They provide me a platform I can upload my shit on and provide you, the viewer, a free service where you can watch and host your content on if you watch a little bit of ads. That's the agreement that you have with YouTube. Understand that. Let's take that a little bit of the way. You may not like YouTube getting money. Well, I think YouTube takes 30% of the ad revenue for content creators or something like that. I even think that if you become like massively big, I think there's another split. I think there's another split that you can get, but I'm not sure here, so don't quote me on that. So why do I not use ad blocks, even though I can bitch and moan about ads in videos once in a while? Well, it's the easiest way for me to support a content creator without me having to physically give them money. So instead of me giving them money out of my wallet, I give them my eyeballs. I spend, X amount of seconds or minutes doing a video, watching ads or listening to their ad breaks. I will say this, I do skip their own ads. So if they have ads for merchandise, if they have ads, the Squarespace or Raid Shadow Legends, so I do skip that most of the time. There's some that makes really hilarious in-app ads, but I do watch their ad breaks from YouTube. Why? Well, this is not free for us. Like, yes, anyone with a webcam can sit down and make a recording. Everyone with a microphone can sit down and make a recording. But if we want you to watch it, there is a barrier of cost to do so. You need an okay microphone, you need an okay webcam, and you need to invest in the skills of learning how to edit videos and so on. Record videos, edit videos. You can learn those skills for free, or you can pay for tutorials to do so. You also need software. Some of it are free. If you want more advanced features, you for the most part have to pay for it. So we spend a lot of money. Either we have saved up over a long period of time, or money that we get from our real jobs, as you guys like to call it, real jobs, our physical real world jobs. And then if we start to make money on YouTube, some of this goes to expenses that we normally would have been paying out from our money that we got from our real job or our normal day-to-day job, and to buy better webcams. Like right now I need better lighting. I'm saving up for better lighting. Without the YouTube paycheck, I would not be able to buy better lighting. Take some time, because the ones I want is expensive. I have a philosophy, buy once, cry once. Like the webcam I'm using right now is bought with YouTube money. I would not have been able to buy that without YouTube money, without you guys watching my ads. This microphone, the same. This microphone boom, the same. The mixer, the same. And I know you guys would say, oh, well, it's your hobby, you should be doing so. Yeah, but how many hobbies can you spend thousands of dollars each month on and getting nothing in return? Because if you look at a little bit more of the more successful YouTubers, it's not unheard of that they can spend up to $1,000 a month just keeping their channel alive with the quality of content that you are seeing. They have to buy review products, they have to buy upgrades, they have to buy maybe pay someone to help them out. They may have to buy, tickets for someone to come for an interview, pay for their fare and stuff like that. A lot of the guests that you see in podcasts and stuff like that, a lot of times they either get, a train ticket, a bus ticket, a plane ticket, or they help sponsor them to get to that interview. Because who wants to pay to go to an interview? There's a lot of hidden costs that you don't see. I want good quality content of my YouTubers. So I don't mind watching some ads so they can go and buy that. Yes, if I know that the content creator is sitting playing mobile games all the time, looking at UDSP, or are going out eating dinners 24/7 and bitch and moan about they don't have any money because they are ordering delivery food and junk food all the time, I will start to get fucking pissed, okay? Here's the thing. The viewer base of YouTube demand more and more. Like, you don't want to sit and look at let's say, if I unboxed my Galaxy Watch here, and it was just me sitting here right now doing it like this. You want B-roll, you want top-down view, you want side views, you want butt views, you want to see it dragging me out of my ass while there's fancy music in the background and a lot of special effects. All of that costs money. Time and money. I can easily just sit and do this. But that's not good enough anymore. Heck, even the format that I'm doing right now is not good enough anymore. The lighting is crap. The webcam placement is a little bit crap. I'm not utilizing the full screen because I live in a one-room apartment. I don't want you guys to see my whole apartment, so I have to do it like this because I don't want people to be nosing my fucking private life, okay? But for most people, that's not enough. They want like the Joe Rogan quality. They want like the Vance show quality. They want high production ready, TV production like quality. That costs a shit ton of money. And how do we get that? Well, we can either have a job that we can basically work our asses off and then take hundreds and thousands of dollars out of that job to invest into YouTube and get nothing in return just so you can get good content. And yes, it is our hobby. You get what I'm saying here. Not only that, we are taking time away from our families, friends, and other things we could be doing. Like, you see a 30-minute video or you see a 20-minute video. It could have taken them anywhere from 8 to 2 days to 3 days to make that video with research, recording, re-recording, scripting, editing, final touches on the editing, effects on the editing, and all of that fucking shit. All of that is time that is being taken away where they could be with their kids, with their spouses, with their families, with their friends, doing other hobbies, or even work more hours at the job to earn more money. If you have a hobby, if you go to the gym, it's like 1.5 hour out of your day. If you're making bird cages, 1 to 2 hours a day on average. If you are knitting, you may watch a video or talking to your spouse while you're doing that. Here you are isolated because I can't sit and talk to my friends while I'm editing. So if I'm editing for 2, 3, 4 hours, I can't have a conversation with other people. I have to edit. If I'm recording right now, I can't do that with other people other than myself. If I'm making tutorials, the same thing. So we are isolating a lot here, and all of that is, we're taking time away from other things we could be doing. We are putting a lot of money into what we are doing, some more than others. And some of us really don't have the money to spend on it, to be honest. And then we have people bitching and moaning about ads here and there and stuff like that. Again, the people that are putting fucking 20 ads within like 2 seconds of the video, or you watch 5 minutes of the video and there's been already 5 or 6 ads, I get it. That's too much. But most YouTubers, they do it really, really tastefully, okay? And you have to remember this. If you adblock one person, may not be that big of a problem. But if thousands of people are a lot of the reasons why you see those sponsor breaks that they make, your content creator, is because they need to upgrade, they need to do something else, they need to live off YouTube, and AdSense are not paying enough money. So therefore they need to do those things to make sure that you can get the quality of content that you want, and you can get the quality and you can see the products that you want to see, and so on and so on. So they need to do Raid Shadow Legend, Ray-Ban, and what the fuck, all those typical ads, Squarespace, Linode and all. They need to do that to basically be able to provide what you want. I know how hard this fucking is. I know how much time and money it takes. And I know how demanding the viewer base is. Do this, watch that, review this, talk about this, research that, make a video about that. All of that is time we take out of our day. I did a calculation because someone was like, I got really angry. Someone said I was not passionate about Linux and was angry that it was monetized. And I did a calculation, and this is without my live streams. They can last from anywhere for 4 to 6, 8 hours, my live streams, when I really go on a fucking rant straight. But this is just me making videos. The amount, and this is on the conservative side, like I'm really, really lowballing the amount of time that I'm spending on YouTube. I work for what I think it was $0.40 an hour. I don't even make $1 per hour doing this. Is it really that fucking bigger for like, oh my god, we just want the money? Nobody would work for under an hour at under $1 an hour. If you were like, you can do this and you will earn like 60 cents or 50 cents an hour, you'll be like, fuck you, man. Like, you fucking mental. What the fuck is wrong with you? I'd rather go to like a martial art class 1 hour 3 times a week or something like that. I'd rather go for a run or do other things where I can actually be, you know, communicate with other people and talk to other people instead of being isolated here. And oh my god, I have to buy microphones and webcams or capture cards, and I have to do this. Oh my god, now my computer cannot handle the new games and the new technologies, so I have to upgrade that and spend a shit ton of money that I normally would not have been doing if I were not doing YouTube. So much money, so much time is being invested into this compared to almost any other fucking hobby out there. And people still bitching and moaning that, oh my god, there's ads. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Nobody would be doing it if they knew how much time and how much fucking money it actually costs to start on YouTube now. Yes, in 2000 and between 2004 or 3 when YouTube came out and up to like 2010, everyone with a fucking crappy webcam, like a, you know, one of those gamer headsets, or, you know, like one of those cheap ass Logitech mic stands that you bought for like $5 or something like that. Yeah, they could make content because there was no competition back then. But I am efficiently competing with any fucking Linux YouTuber out there. Once they have one subscriber, and the Chris Titus Techs that are close to 500,000 subscribers, I compete with those. If someone, let's say, I like Chris Titus Tech, I like Ken's Tech World, but Chris Titus Tech is better produced, better equipment, you know, better editing and stuff like that. Who should I go with? They go with the better product, and that will be Chris Titus Tech on a production value. Most people, they want a good YouTuber that know what they're talking about and high produced videos. And to get to that point costs money if you want to go to that point. There are even fucking 100,000 subscribers out there that can't get review products because they're not big enough. So is it really that bad to sit and watch some ads if they are done right? Again, if they are throwing you 10 ads in 5 minutes, slap the fucking asses off, okay? But if they are done right, if they are done tastefully, and they are not like just throwing ads at you to throw ads at you, because for most content creators, when you're watching those ads, you are helping them to do what you want them to do. When you're watching my ads on my videos, you are helping me to be able to do this. When you're watching ads on your favorite content creator, big or small, you are helping them to do what they're going to do. When we had the ad apocalypse on YouTube, we had 2. One thing, if you can remember those 2 apocalypses, there was one thing that was almost universally happening after each apocalypse, and that was that in-video ads went up. That's what came out of that. We started to see longer and more ad breaks from the content creator. You know, Raid Shadow Legends and all that shit. Why? Because the money they got before that from YouTube was enough. Now we had the fucking apocalypse and stuff like that, and people are using more and more ad blocks. Well, they still want our content, but we kind of need money to stay around. They are not watching ads. Well, then we have to do this, or they start to push Patreon, or they start to push merchandise. That was what Ad Apocalypse gave us. They gave us more push for merchandise, more push for Patreon, and more, third-party ad placements in their videos. But I want you to be informed what you're actually doing when you ad block. So yeah, that's why I don't ad block my content creators that I watch. See you all later. Bye-bye.